The anxiety is an emotional answer that reduces the efficiency in the learning process, affecting the attention and concentration of the students. It has an effect in aspects as academic, cognitive, social, and personality. In academic aspect, the student can have a preoccupation about his grades and approval of education level. Cognitively, the students can develop a cognitive process correctly. Social in the class, other students can be cruel with who doesn't have a good learning process. And personally, the students can feel frustration about his development. Personally, it is one of the most important factors. Generally, extroverts and independent students demonstrate a responsibility and safely in the same. On the other hand, the students who are shy and introverts, they don't have eagerness to participate in class. However, in some cases, it's the opposite because introverted students have more dedication. Social attitudes. The cultural and social experience affect the education goals because this gives the necessary resources to students in the adequate learning process. The attitudes can be our social economics. It refers to education access, for example, familiar, how the family environment is composing, and if it is successful for the students. Finally, the environment is where the class are developing.
Good night, dear Magister. I'm Paola Callasis and I'm explaining the self-esteem. The self-esteem is how we value and perceive ourselves. It is based in our opinions, emotions, and beliefs about ourselves in the society. The self-esteem influence in the second learning acquisition because it builds your confidence, making you a self-confidence, and that making to other people be surprised by your knowledge. In this part, the self-esteem has two important elements: the emotions that we control in the class and the behavior. It means the class that we interact with other people. We interact with other childs, ask questions, express our ideas. But many different disadvantage of this is that many people can't control their emotions or can't control their ideas and the others think like that. For example, when we are angry or dislike the other opinion, you are friendly, other child or other team or other class, we, inter- we interrupt and say that making questions and something like that that create the behavior is very stress and the language acquisition is not influenced and it's very wrong and that's all.
Good evening, teacher. Is a success and a theory experience. Positive reinforcement is a technique that can accelerate early to learning by rewarding desired behavior where it can increase the learning's confidence and the motivation. Tangible recompense is physical rewards such as the high school or prize can encourage continued efforts. Increasing motivation is physical recompense is a critical factor is to education and can be the interesting or extrinsic. Arisen from personal and the satisfaction gaining from learning is based on external rewards such as the better job opportunities or academic approvals. Okay, is in increased self-efficacy refers to belief is the one's on the ability to learning and the use, and the L2. And the building set efficacy can be engaged through successful experience, role models, and the positive reinforcement. In retention and in motivation, these factors can be reason for various reasons and they have the negative impact of the learning. It causes constant encouragement, lack of the progress, interesting in effective learning methods. Effects in retention and motivation can lead to decreased effort, avoidance of the practice on, in extreme cases, abandonment of learning. And fear of negative evaluation is fear of the being judged and can inhibit participation and the practice. And motivation is avoidance of the public speaking, anxiety is assessment situation or reduced to participate in classes. And solution create support environment where mistakes are seen as part of the tech learning progress and rather than furious. Impact anxiety levels. And anxiety is critical factor can influence the ability to learn and L2. And a small amount of anxiety can be motivation, but high levels can be paralyzing. And anxiety reduction is relation technique, emotional support, and the positive learning environment can help mitigate anxiety. Introversion is might have the certain learning perfects and the challenge, and L2 grammar roots it learn to focus more on structure and analytic learning such of the grammar. Vocabulary they prefer learning methods that they do not require much social interaction, such as independent study, and they use vocabulary apps. And the extroversion is they learn to be more social and they look for opportunities to practice. Speaking is they have the evidence in developing speaking skills because of the third bilinguals and bilinguals to practice in conversation. Communication takes step of the social interaction to further practice, which can accelerate fluency and the confident communication.